This is GSL Season 5 동래구 시드 스쿼트 태자 히어로 파팅 구미호 마린킹 셈벌 리노 레인 큐리어스 해피 영 마루 폴트 킹 스나이퍼 크리에이터 요다 핵 뱀파이어 현 로로 묘 SOS 보거스 피날레 베이비 소울키 MVP 라이프
Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to GSL Codas. Tasteless Entertosis here. We're at day number 2, and we got 2 Zergs and 2 Terrans.
That's right.
Should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Tasteless. Well, I mean, this is the first couple Zergs we're going to see here, and boy, oh boy, are they good Zergs. Symbol, one of the best Zergs in the world, no question about it.
No doubt.
And Roro. And I'll have a lot to say about him later, man.
I actually expect 2 Zergs to get out today.
I do too. You know, Hack and Happy are in the group. Hack, I look at him as a Terran versus Protoss specialist. Happy,
agreed,
just a very good Terran. But these 2 Zergs are special.
They are. And they're not just special like everybody's special. No. They're actually special. So
yeah.
I'm excited for this. They're actually special. You know, your mom and dad are like, "Oh, you're special." Well, not like these guys are special.
Yeah, it's a different type of special.
Right. I think it's going to be pretty sick, the games today. Yesterday we had some great games. Unbelievable how well Parting's playing.
Oh, yeah. He
cannot be stopped
beast.
right now.
Finale looked so good. And you know what? Polt looks so good, too. Tasia, not so much.
What happened to Tasia?
I don't know.
It's so weird because, I mean, everybody in the studio was saying, well, Tasia's going to get through no matter what. And then probably Parting. Tasia looked not even human in the previous season. He looked like some kind of a supercomputer or something.
Yeah.
And he didn't add up. He didn't win a single game.
That's true, isn't it?
It was an 0-4. Yeah. I mean,
I could do that.
I'm like, that's because you're not special. Unbelievable. Taja's out.
No.
This guy was Final Four in the last GSL.
We thought he might win, and he is out. But it's true. But with Polt and Parting getting through, that's really, really solid. 2 players that definitely deserve it.
Yeah, that is true. So I mean, as far as results go, here they are now. Parting and Polt make it through. Polt playing very well. Finale, I want to see more of Finale. I think he's really got a shot to get up in Codas. Tasia, I don't know, either he's past his time, which is a harsh statement, or he had a bad day.
I think it was more of a bad day, and other players getting a lot better too. There's no question. All 3 of those other guys played some of the best games that we've ever seen them play.
They were playing like beasts.
They were.
Party, by the way, we got to keep our eyes out on this guy. Not losing to PVZ no matter what.
Mm-hmm. And,
really impressive.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about today's match.
You know what I like about Polt is that Polt's style has stayed the same, but he's just gotten better at executing it.
That's true.
He really has. Now on to today's matchup. We have Symbol, Roro, Hack, and Happy.
Now let's take a closer look at these players. Symbol, one of the scariest Zergs in the world.
Easily.
Yes.
Easily. He's terrifying. Awesome late game, too.
And then Roro, well, I'll have a lot to say about him. He is a Kespa Zerg. People don't know him all that well, but a very frightening player.
Up next, we're going to have Hack. As Artosis said, and I totally agree, a bit more of a TDP specialist.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how well he's going to do against other Terrans and other Zergs.
And then, of course, Happy. He is solid as can be. Not afraid to go to the late game, but has been mixing up a lot more lately.
Yeah. Yeah, happy. I think he actually statistically makes the longest GSL
He
games.
had that record for a little
I think
bit.
what
Thorzane took that
Thorzane,
over.
that's right, but I
but
think-
he only played like a handful of games,
Yeah,
so that doesn't.
that's kind of a
he cheated.
weird average. Yeah, he
Stop
cheated.
cheating, Thorzane.
But Thorzane, no, he cheated.
No.
Spread the word.
All right. So let's take a look at these guys. It's Symbol and Roro.
Right.
Roro, I have a lot to say about this guy. When he first came out in StarCraft 1, I was like, oh my god, this Zerg is so good. When he was first making his big debut in StarCraft 1. But
Yeah, for sure.
it was at a time where two-hatch mutaplay was taking over every matchup, and that wasn't his style. He was a macro Zerg, which is a lot harder to do than that silly two-hatch crap.
Where eventually the Terran gets enough turrets up and you lose.
Yeah, unless you happen to kill them.
Yeah. Unless you happen to be July Zerg.
But yeah, I mean, he's unbelievably talented, unbelievably good, and you guys are going to see some of that today. But anyways, it's starting Tasteless.
It's time, guys. Our first map is going to be Entombed Valley. Symbol against Roro as Zerg versus Zerg. We have a Symbol, I would say, kind of a veteran now at this point in time in GSL history, even though he's not, one of our oldest Zergs. People know him. He's a household name if you're a StarCraft 2 fan.
He better
Against Roro from Samsung Khan, the Keswa side of the Korean esports scene. All right, so let's do this. The winner of this best of 3 goes on to the upper part of the group stages. The loser goes down to the lower part here at the GSL.
Vegas.
In the bottom left, we have our Zerg player, sponsored by thehandsomernerd.com. He is
GSL Symbol.
and you can actually buy their outfits right there from the site. Be a handsome nerd. In the upper left, in the blue, we have our player from the Kesva scene. He is
삼성전자 칸 로로.
oh man, that was a tongue twister right there.
What did it say?
We had to pay the voice actor extra for that one.
What?
Wait, what did it say?
There was something else in there. There was something in between Samsung and Khan.
I think if we play that one backwards, we're gonna hear a hidden message from to worship the devil. Oh, Jonja Electronic. All right.
Samsung Junja
Samsung,
Khan.
you say it fast. Go.
Samsung Junja Khan. Roro.
See, the voice actor's better. Yours was okay though.
Thanks.
Yours was not bad.
All right, well, let's take a look at this. We're having a hatch first against a pool first here. No biggie.
By the way, this game is directed by Startail Legend. He does a very good job of in-game observing. Is actually very hard. And by the way, can I just say, I'm so glad that finally international esports events besides the GSL are using observers.
Yeah, it's happening more
Thank
and more.
God.
Yes.
I can't tell you how hard it is to actually cast.
While observing yourself, it's impossible. It's so
While
difficult.
while I'm trying to not look at Artosis's doe eyes,
Yeah.
which is really the only reason why I show up to work anymore. It's hard.
Put this mascara on just for you.
You look great.
Thanks.
All right. So you can see here for the stats, 42% to 32% here.
All right. So,
So
taking a look at these guys, I'm so excited to see these two match up first off, because Symbol was a StarCraft 1 Zerg player as well. You learned under Jaedong, the greatest Zerg of all time. Roro, though, a very solid StarCraft 1 Zerg, stayed with StarCraft 1 a lot longer, and thus achieved more. But here they are in StarCraft 2 ZVZ, and I want to see Roro's StarCraft 2 ZVZ style. I'm very interested in it. Like, will he, if it gets that far, go up to Mutalisks? Because that is what you always see in StarCraft 1 ZVZ. If it gets past the Zerging phase, you get to Mutas.
yeah, you don't make a ton of mutas. It's not like StarCraft 1 ZVZ.
Yeah.
Get a certain number, then eventually infestors, become pretty strong. Or Hydras, for instance. As you can see, guys can see, they do not lose against Zerg here, these guys. Those are pretty good stats.
This probably end up being a tie because of that.
Yep, they're both going to get out of the... going to go up to the group. We're going to make the next group a free-for-all.
All right, we do have Baneling Nests on the way for both players, speed as well. Everything's pretty darn even right now, even though their original build orders were just slightly different, one with Pool first, one with Hatch first.
Yeah, basically mirror build orders here.
Well, I mean, we're going to have to wait and see if one of these guys wants to get aggressive. Roro is making some extra lings right now, so he could be the one that decides to move out.
Now we're just, it looks like we might have an engagement here. I think you're right, Artosis, with Roro.
Yeah, he's making quite a few now, so... And with those Banelings being proxied, yeah,
all right,
he's going to be going for an attack.
Now, this may even things out, depending on the exchange, but sometimes, you know, let's say Symbol loses too many drones. Symbol's going to be in a deficit, so a lot of this is going to come down to Symbol's defense and the unit control here. The Banelings are just out of vision. Oh, no, they're underneath that Overlord. Coming up here now.
Oh, nicely done that first time. He's got to watch out for these two Banelings that still have health, though.
The Lings are coming in now.
Look at this micro by Roro. Oh, but he does lose them to that Baneling. Nice connection.
All right, now the rest of these Lings are coming over here, hitting these drones and hitting them hard. Lings coming down here now to try to help defend.
Great micro by Symbol, though, and he does hold on very, very well.
Oh, nice. Even getting that hidden Baneling over there.
Well done by Symbol. Really good defense. And Roro is teching up to his lair now. But that attack really didn't do what he wanted. He actually controlled it very, very well, but Symbol just kept his Banelings alive long enough to clean it up.
All right, so pretty stellar defense there by Symbol. And what this means now is that you know, the game's going to probably progress normally. We don't have more Lings being made, so they're both switching into you know, macro mode. Symbol's not going to counterattack. Roro's going to try to play a little bit of catch up here.
Now Symbol going up to his lair as well. And with the Roach Warren coming up for Roro, it looks like he does want to go into Roaches. But he has a lot of gas as well. So it might be throwing off the Infestation Pit very quickly.
Oh, that was a waste of a Baneling there.
Yeah. Oops.
At least he did some damage to that depot.
Yeah, thank God. Now it's in the orange.
Now you won't have to worry about using his Spine Crawler to attack the depot.
All right,
Excuse me.
Roro is throwing down that Infestation Pit immediately.
He whipped that there. Coming up now, hitting some drones over here inside of Roro's main base.
But more importantly, he got to scout. He sees exactly what's going on. He sees that the Infestation Pit has just started. And that gives him a lot of information. Now he gets to decide, does he go straight up to Infestors or does he try to punish Roro for going for such quick Infestors and putting all his gas into that? And in fact, he chooses to go for his own Infestors.
Lings spilling up here, going straight towards the Queen. Getting a good surround over there. Other Lings player though, Baneling not very effective, and he's going to have to evacuate now.
Yep, and you know what? Getting that Queen, nice move. Right now, Roro only has 35 drones.
Are you serious? Out of 65 sets played in GSL, none of them ended before 9 minutes?
Wow.
That's actually like...
That's insane.
That's like the craziest stat. Anyways, excuse me, Symbol's coming up here. Now hitting the Queen. Banelings are morphing right now and rally towards the hatchery. The Queen does go down. And the Banelings are denied any access over there to where the drones were, which is obviously the agenda that Symbol had set up.
And you know what? We're actually seeing something pretty cool here. Roro made a big bunch of Roaches and is moving across the map. But he's not going to be able to do anything here. You know, we already have the Spine Crawler. We have Symbol making the counter Roaches that he needs. And so Roro, with the inferior economy right now, not going to be able to do anything with this aggression either. Symbol is just defending perfectly here. He really knows what's going on.
All right, hitting these hatches. We're going to need to see it cancel, I think. And these Roaches are going to have to engage the other Roaches no matter what. Now, is he going to force a cancel here?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. And he does not get the drone.
And, well, it looks like those Roaches will. Most of them get away,
I have to say, I thought that Roro was going to lose a lot more Roaches and make this a bit more of a trade. And in fact, maybe even a mistake for Roro.
Yeah.
But actually, somehow Roro navigated those out very nicely.
Yeah, you know, he had that speed upgrade a little bit quicker, and that's really what paid off. So that actually ended up doing a lot more than I thought it would. But
same, yeah.
Good job there. Well, Symbol is getting his pathogen glands now. He is a little bit behind on Infestors.
Right, now, note this hatchery is a lot deeper, so forcing to cancel here is going to be bad news, and this will be forced to cancel. And I think suddenly Symbol realizes, oh my god, he's going to counterattack me. He's going to counter-hit my hatchery.
But he is making a lot of Roaches. Will Roro be able to get up there and force another cancel? That would be huge. You know, whoever gets up this third base first is going to feel very good.
All right, he wants to kite them back. Just try to wait for the other roaches to get there. And I got to say, I think Symbol now comes up on top since he gets to clean up these roaches.
Yeah.
Very good handling, though, by Roro to identify that he was not going to be able to force that to cancel. And therefore, might as well try to get some of Symbol's roaches. A trade that doesn't come out in his favor, but it's something that's at least better than nothing.
Yeah. Well, he's cleaned it up. He's up by 30 supply, which is pretty crazy. Still up by those 10 drones, which is making a gigantic difference as well. The one thing that he is behind on, though, is the Infestor count. Just now making his first 4.
All right, coming up northward, the Infestor's got a good amount of energy on him. So, you know, we'll see if Symbol can actually get up there. We'll see if Symbol even decides to go up there. All right, he's fanning his army out, and this is going to give him a pretty good concave to Symbol. Oh, no, excuse me. He actually evacuates. He would have had a good concave to the convex, but he also wouldn't have fungals.
Yeah, and the amount of fungals he has on these Infestors right now, that was the right choice. There's a lot of energy on him. He's got to be super careful because of that.
You know, while we were watching that, he did contaminate. He gooped the evolution chamber there.
Oh, did he?
So, yeah, just a nice little move there.
Yeah.
With Roro, just slowing down the upgrades here.
Look at that.
Go ahead.
Symbol has 66 drones right now against 38, and in fact, now up to 70. It's pretty crazy, the difference in economy here, and thus the difference in supplies. I mean, he's just got more of everything right now, and is even going up into Hydralisk tech. So he's going to have that Roach, Hydra, Infestor army, whereas Roro with an inferior economy. I mean, Roro is just kind of so far being outplayed.
Yeah, I don't know what Roro can do really to recuperate since the tech paths they've both gone for are basically, you know, it's kind of this raw strength composition of just roaches and infestors. There's no finesse to it as much like there are with mutas or something like that. So,
you know,
I feel like it's quite possible Symbol can just run Roro over.
Yeah, you know what's really weird is Roro is dropping creep with his overlords in a path towards the base of Symbol. And with Symbol seeing that, he has to be thinking, what is going on here? Are you planning on attacking me? And if so, he might want to just sit back and be defensive for a little bit longer until he gets those Hydras.
Making all that creep over there?
I don't know,
I don't get this at all.
It's a bit weird.
Getting the queen at the last second. And that was a nice move by Roro, sending 6 roaches down to kill 2 queens.
Yeah.
That's going to stifle the production there.
And
he tried to snipe some roaches there.
I mean, right now it's 42 roaches to 25, only 6 infestors for Symbol and 10 for Roro, but also we have 8 Hydras out. So Symbol seriously he's got such an army here. I'm very surprised Roro is laying that creep down because realistically he's going to have to be on the defensive here.
I kind of want to ask him. You know what I mean? Like, what is the rationale? I mean, maybe he's hoping that if he does kill off his opponent, he can then counterattack and kill off his opponent's army.
Maybe.
So Symbol gets too greedy and attacks in.
I guess so.
I have no idea.
Well, doesn't matter anymore because there's Hydras out there.
I don't even believe what I just said when I said that. But
yeah. Well,
this is not going to work.
Yeah.
Rut-row. Rut-row.
Rut-row.
YOLO Roro.
Wow. How does Roro like to travel?
On a boat.
What type of boat?
A row boat. row your
Why
boat.
do you know all my jokes before I make them?
Because I hang out with you too much, man.
Yeah, I think you do. I think we need to hang out with other people.
I know. All right, so looks like you can't really penetrate Roro's base right now. Now we have 2 burrowed infestors moving out across the map.
Yeah, that's a good
Did
idea.
you see that? Is he going for them?
You know what? No.
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
No, he's not.
It looked like he was for a second.
And that's I like that as an idea. You know, he's got to start coming back somehow, and why not try some Infested Terrans?
All right. Now here's one problem though for Roro is he's contained.
Yeah. And you know, it's going to be pretty hard.
Infested Terrans being thrown down over here at the expansion.
A nice little move. He's going to have to run those drones away. Will he be able to actually get the hatchery? That's the question here.
I think actually could.
Yeah, it looks like he may be able to take it down.
I have to say, Roro's handling this really, really well, considering
that's a great move.
He's been contained. This is exactly how you want to handle a contained.
Well, Symbol says 2 can play at that game, but he doesn't have as many infestors, so he has to be careful with that energy. In fact, he's trying to attack
Roro's
at the same time.
This.
Yeah, those Infested Terrans not going to do all that much. In the meantime, he's got the concave at the top, and he's throwing down fungals. This is a very good defense by Roro. And in fact, I guess he's just going to slaughter off Symbol's army.
Well, Roro, why so handsome? I think he can actually possibly even counterattack here, man. Right, he does have a lot more Hydras than he does Roaches. All right, he's going to head down here. If he gets the 4th man for Symbol, that's going to be bad news.
Yeah. You know, how much energy does he have? Let me take a look. He has a decent amount of Infestor energy, but right now we have Symbol remaxing on Roach Hydra. So he's going to have an army that packs a huge punch, but not much Infestor energy. He's only got 2 Infestors left against the 8 of Roro, but don't forget, Roro used a lot of energy in that last battle, so he's not. It's not like he has 8
missed
full.
shift clicked here. All right, now here we go. Hydras in the back, Roaches in the front. A lot coming out here for a Symbol. You can see it streamlining over there. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think Symbol might actually just run this over, and he will. Roro on the run.
And yeah, he will just clean that up. And with that 4th base pretty secured and his natural coming back up, right now Symbol has to be feeling pretty good about where he is in this
Symbol
game.
was basically like, Ro, you didn't.
And then Roro was like, Ro. Wow. Okay, well, anyways.
All right, Infested Terror is being hurled out here. Oh, but nice denial there with the Overseer there.
Yeah, he had that Overseer there from earlier with those 2 Burrowed Roaches.
Proved to pay off later on.
Roro's trying to get things done here, but just nothing is working out for him so far. And in fact, Symbol has his Hive done, getting that +3 attack. Whereas, you know, Roro's still on layer tech. He's still on 3 bases. He doesn't really have all that much going on for him. In fact, he's even lost Infestors now. He's down to just 4.
Well, I think all that Symbol's going to need to do is not let Roro take a 4th. He does have the luxury of also just trying to end it, but if I were Symbol, I'd just wait it out. Just keep watching the whole map, but eventually the guy's going to run out of money.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. But you know what? Roro, he has some units around the map. He's going to try to have a cost-efficient defense here.
And he's going to engage here. Oh, the angle here is going to be really bad for Roro.
Yeah, this
could finish Roro off here.
Look at that. Beautiful fungal growth here by Symbol. And in fact, he just has way
that
too
concave
much.
is actually like a half circle now.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to see GG momentarily here as we go on to game number 2. There it is between Symbol and Roro.
A little bit one-sided there. Symbol really had control for most of the game, but Roro showed some really nice moves. You know, the Infested Terran Bombs to actually take out the natural once he was contained. You know, he tried some Burrowed Roach play and stuff like that. Didn't quite work out for him, but that's what happens when Symbol has such a sick economy against you.
You know, I have to commend Roro, though, for a second here. He actually did a fantastic job with the Infestors going outside of his base, hurling Infested Terrans into locations. That's how you do it. That's how you deal with a contain.
Some pretty cool play by him.
Because had he not done that, Roro would never be able to get out of his base.
No.
But Symbol handled it completely fine. And, yeah, he did a great job.
Well, we'll see. Next map's going to be Cloud Kingdom. I like this map for ZVZ. It's pretty enjoyable, I think.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is, of course, the map for Roro. Roro not looking very happy, actually. You see him shaking his head there.
No. Well, nothing really worked out. You know, he was down by 10 to 20 drones for most of that game. And, you know, he didn't use that lack of drones to have more army to do damage or anything like that. So what was the point?
Yeah. Well, on to game number 2. You know, Roro, you know, had high expectations going into this, but then again, there's really no shame in losing to Symbol.
No, of course not.
I mean, he's so
Well, Symbol's someone that
good.
a couple seasons ago we're like, oh, he's probably going to win the season because he's so good.
Yeah.
And in fact, he's still really good. He's one of these players like Parting where we're just waiting for him to win his championship because it's coming.
It's imminent.
Yes. There's no way to stop it. Except for one man that goes by the name of Rain.
Rain! Remember that Stephen Colbert skit where he's having a battle with Rain?
Yes. So funny.
I'm going to break you like egg over a bowl of bibimbap.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man, that's some good writing right there.
Yeah, it is. I love bibimbap.
Bibimbap's good.
It is. It's tasty
Every once in a while I get some bibimbap.
I had a really high quality bibimbap down in Busan.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How much
really
was
nice
it?
one.
Was it cheap or expensive?
No, it wasn't expensive. It was like $8.
Oh, that's an expensive bibimbap right there. All right, man. We're here with Baller Nerds who can afford that Baller Beep and Bob.
That's right.
Because they're winning money playing video games.